and dark magic of this sort. The key difference is the intent. In ancient Hebrew culture, the Mekashapa was someone believed to be using occult powers to manipulate, to control, and also to harm others, especially through evoking demonic spirits or maleficent forces. But what does kashaf really mean? It means a malicious magician, a poisoner and a spellcaster. Use hidden knowledge to deceive or destroy. Not the same as a midwife, oracle, seer, healer, which many of these witches were just this, and in their communities doing good. The fact that early texts like the Talmud distinguish between good magic for healing and protection and sorcery for harm. So he basically got everything, good and bad, and lumped it all together. Mostly because of the obsessive persecution against women that he had. So the real tragedy is that over time, due to mistranslations, cultural fear, and patriarchal agendas, the term witch became a call-out for any woman practicing folk healing, midwifery, and or independent spirituality. This verse literally became weaponized. It's what they used during the Salem witch trials, the Inquisition, and all other purges. Remember, the ancient world had many forms of spiritual practices, but later the church structures rewrote basically almost all of them, and demonizing all pre-Christian traditions, especially the female-centered ones. At the end of the day, the original witches were herbalists, midwives, priestesses of the goddess, astrologers, dream interpreters, seers, oracles, everybody demonized. And that happened when he said that it was all one category. There was no longer the importance of the intent. So in summary, the word witch in Exodus 22:18 is a form of Hebrew called kashaf, which more accurately refers to sorcery that causes harm, not a wise healer or a wise woman. So this passage has been mistranslated and misused for centuries now. The true witches were often spiritual women, guardians of ancient tradition, and victims of political and religious control. So if the verse King James turned, put you against women that were wise women healing the divine feminine, and he, instead of following the origin Hebrew scriptures of where it was condemned to lay with children, he turned that into adult men. You ever heard those videos where they talk about him and his infatuation with younger boys? This is why. He was trying to cover for himself and push his own agenda. And yet, we find millions of people still following the Bible that he planted on purpose.